Hi, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic. Thanks for joining me. Happy World Card Making Day. Now, to celebrate, I decided to post two videos today. So, if you've seen the earlier one, which is my scrapbook.com haul, you'll notice that I got this make art station today. Now, what I've done actually, because it was slipping round on the desk. Now, the projects and stuff do not move at all on the actual mat itself, but they were sticking and moving around on the desk. So I decided to stick this non-stick mat underneath. And for World Card Making Day, I'm going to make a Halloween card. Now, whilst I'm doing some fussy cutting, I did want to talk about digital files because this is something quite new to me, I have to say. I've never really been interested too much in using them because I really like to get hands on. I didn't really want to spend much time on a computer designing, that kind of thing. But I got the opportunity to collaborate with Polka Orchard, and I'm going to put all the details and links below. Please check them out because she does some absolutely amazing designs, one of which you'll see here now. And what I've absolutely found this past couple of months using digital files is the versatility is amazing. There's not a lot of time spent at the computer as I thought it would be. I don't have any special software at all. I'm sure if you do, you can do absolutely a lot more than I do. You know, like change the color of the designs and so on. But I absolutely love being able to print them out, size them the way that I want to. I've been using them quite a lot for repeat designs as backgrounds, and even just getting the chance really to do a little bit more colouring as well, which is not something that I do much of. So you'll see me cut out this little bat shape. I decided not to use that, so I've not actually shown you my process of colouring that in. And originally I was going to colour these in with just markers and that kind of thing, but I decided to use watercolours. I find because I'm not very good at colouring, I'm not an artist by any means, watercolour is definitely the most forgiving medium that I've ever used. I love the fact you can layer it up as you see here with the colours. It's very easy to use, really good to blend colours as well, so you don't need a heap of supplies. So I decided to watercolour this. And just going back to designs, the other thing that I love about these digital files is the detail in them. So you can see the detail now in this heel. It's absolutely amazing. You don't have to be great at colouring to use these. And I wanted to just show you now another design that Jessica's created called Stand Tall. This is a project that I did for the Instagram hop last week, and you can see the detail in that giraffe is absolutely amazing, but I literally just coloured it. There was no blending involved. So the detail in the digital files really is what made the difference and made that look so lifelike. So as you can tell, I'm a huge fan. But anyway, getting back to my card for today, it is October and it's World Card Making Day. So of course I needed to do a Halloween themed card, and I'm absolutely loving it this time of year. I am in Australia, so it's spring for us coming into summer, and probably completely different on the other side of the world, but I love Halloween all the same. We still follow the same traditions with trick or treat, that kind of thing, although not so much spiced pumpkin latte there for sure. But I thought it would be a great opportunity to use this particular kit. So, and as you can see here, I'm just carrying on with some of these watercolours and filling the inside of the boot. So I am, as I mentioned before, I'm no way an artist at all, so please forgive my really rudimentary use of these colours. And I decided to do the boots in a yellowy orange theme because I'm actually going to layer the back of my card with an orange coloured piece of card anyway. So my cardstock is white, and obviously the background now, as you can see, is going to be orange. So I felt that paler yellowy orange colour would look really good on the boot, accompanied with some greys and blacks as well. So I've just cut that out to size, and you can see now this is where the bat comes in. I decided not to use it because I felt it was just going to be too cluttered on the card. I absolutely love these this scripty font though, they're looking beautiful. Again, I love the versatility of the digital files. If I'd have had the time, I would have probably gone back and resized these, made them a bit smaller, but I really wanted them to pop out on the card itself. So I'm just now placing them and deciding which way I want them to actually be on the card. Now again, of course, I could quite easily have reversed the boots that you see. Could have reversed the image on if I'd have wanted it the other way around, or I've made them smaller, but they were meant to be the focal point because obviously it goes quite well with the script of looking beautiful, which I absolutely love. I love anything that's pun related. That's why I'm a big fan of long form. I love this kind of humour in cards. So because I want to make it pop, I'm just going to use some of these foam squares. I'm just cutting them down to size so I get as many as I can behind this. I definitely don't want this card to fall apart. I'm going to be sending it over to a friend in America who I'm hoping will appreciate it. And I want to make sure that it's going to be nice and sturdy. So I did glue down with my adhesive tape runner the actual boots themselves, and then this is just going to go over that. And as I said, I decided not to use the bat, even though I did spend the time coloring it, but it won't go to waste. I will keep it, and I'm probably going to use the digital files themselves, print out quite a few more, and they'll look great on the windows on Halloween when the kids come trick-or-treating as well. So don't think about using your digital files just for your craft projects. You can use them around the house as well. Many other uses. Now I do have this old Studio Calico Halloween kit. I've had this for a few years now, and as you can see I've not really used much of it. So I'm just playing around with the placement, and because I have already put the card together, I've decided just to use my stamping positioning tool to make sure I get this in exactly the right spot. So I'm just putting them down where I need them to be. This is a We're Memory Keepers one that I've had for some time. It's not too big, it's not as big as a Misty, perfect size for card sizes. And what I've done here, I've got a piece of scrap paper in that same orange colour because I wanted to do a tone on tone. Again, these Catherine Pooler mini inks I got this week in my scrapbook.com haul, and I absolutely love them. They're so juicy, so of course I wanted to use them, even though I've got plenty of oranges in my collection. But I wanted some tone on tone with that. I didn't want it to be the focal point. I didn't want too much and the card looked too busy. So the way that tone on tone works really puts it in the background, but still fills that little area itself, so it's not too empty. And then of course I want to do the same inside of the card with the sentiment. And at this point I was thinking about whether I should emboss it or not, get my embossing powders out, because I do have a nice bright orange coloured one. But I decide I don't want to risk it going wrong, because as you'll see here I've already ruined one card by positioning those already inked stamps on top of them. I should have cleaned them first. And I'm just trying again on that scrap piece just to make sure, because I've not used that pumpkin stamp before, to make sure I get a nice clear imprint when I do put it on the card. And I love the effect of this as well. I'm glad I didn't decide to do it in black or emboss it in any way, because it's a nice bright happy colour. So my card is almost done. All I need to do now is adhere this front to the front of the card, and it's done. It probably took me just short of an hour to do it, but it was a lot of work with the watercolour. If obviously you've got inks, you wanted to colour it in yourself on the software, you could save some time doing that, but I love the overall effect of this. I hope I've encouraged you to try something new yourself this time for Halloween or for World Card Making Day, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for watching.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments about this video, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. That way YouTube knows to recommend similar ones for you. And finally, if you'd like to see more from me, and I hope so, please subscribe by clicking the link below. I post new content every weekend.